Recently I did a video for the Division 2 covering the control points, explaining how easy they are now that we have World Tier 5 even at level 4, and I said that I didn't have the 7.62 mag, but looking in my crafting station now, if we go down to the magazines, I have the light extended 7.62 mag. But what I want to cover in this video is the 3 different ways you can get blueprints if you're stuck getting the 7.62 mag or any other blueprint, because there is 188 to get and I only have 91 of that 188. So first off, looking at our world map, we have control points in every region available in the game. Once you get to World Tier 4, they will come with an alert level. And looking at Ivy Tunnel, you will see that it has the number 1, meaning it's level 1. And then you'll see the red lines coming off it. Any activity you do from a red line coming off the control point is part of the network will increase that control point's level. So if I was to go and do this propaganda broadcast down here, that control point would go to level 2, and the other lines just disappeared, the one that was up the top of the map. So if we go, this one here, Navy Plaza, there's 2 lines coming off it, so if I was to do the public execution and the propaganda broadcast, that would go to level 3. In terms of getting blueprints from these, once you get them to level 3, on the left hand side where you see the supplies available, the XP and the crafting materials, you will also see a crafting blueprint. You can get them at level 3 or level 4. I don't think if you go to level 4 there's a chance of getting like 2 or anything, so it's best and I recommend doing it at level 3. It makes it easier to do, quicker to complete, and you still get exactly the same reward. However, once you've done a certain amount, you'll stop getting blueprints from these, and you can tell when that happens. It will still tell you on the map that you can get one, but when you complete it, it will come up with a symbol underneath to say you have a blueprint, but there won't be a name. That's happened to me a couple of times, but I've also seen gameplay of it coming up with the thing without a name, the symbol without a name at the bottom when you get your rewards, but if you go back to the base of operations, there will be a blueprint unlocked. But the other 2 ways to do it are the settlement vendors. So you have base of operations, the White House, campus, and the theatre settlement. Castle doesn't have any vendors or anything down there. So if we go to the vendor in the base of operations and we take a look at what he's selling, we have blueprints just for skill mods. Now we're at the theatre. If we go to the vendor, we have a different set of items we can buy, and we also have some different blueprints. But unfortunately, they're for skills, they are not for gear. Every now and then I think you can get gear, but I'm not 100% sure. And you'll see there's a restock timer at the top left, 19 hours until all this stuff changes. And now we're back in the White House. The last way you can get blueprints on this game is weekly projects. If we open up the world map and we go to our projects, I have a weekly here, Special Operators Heavy Troops. You will see under the rewards, you can get a crafting blueprint. There's certain objectives you have to do. This one, you need to donate Douglas and Harding gear, body armors, LMGs, and items with the insulated talent. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of grinding to do these, and you only get 1 a week, but it's another way to do it. And in terms of LMGs, you don't actually have to go out grinding for everything on this list. All you have to do is get yourself some crafting materials and components, go into the station, and if you have any LMGs, I'm not even sure if I have any. I do have 2 LMGs that I can craft. I have the M60 and the L86. You can use these replicas. If I craft a M60, it doesn't matter what it comes out as, because you're literally using it to donate. So now I've crafted that. If we go back into the projects, go down to the weekly, press A to view the donations. But then if we go to the M60 replica, we donate that item, I now have 1 out of 10 LMGs, so you don't have to grind for everything, you can craft some of the stuff. As well as weapons, you can also craft random brands, or if you're lucky enough to have the blueprint for branded stuff, like this is Alp Summit Armament, and this is 511 Tactical, although if you're looking for a certain talent like Insulated, it will be a luck thing, as the talents are random. And just a quick tip for the end of the video, if you're stuck getting materials and components, you can deconstruct, so when you're out and about getting gear, any spare gear, instead of selling it, deconstruct it, that way you can get some materials. Different gear gives you different stuff. And then all around the open world, I'll leave a link in the description to the Division 2 map, which will help you out in terms of finding materials. But just around the corner, my favourite spot ever since the launch of the game for finding materials and getting a little bit of extra loot is literally as you come out of these gates, you go around here, you're going to get rucksacks which will give you trinkets, like I've got a small diamond there. You can sell those to the vendor, or you can actually give them to NPCs and they might drop a bounty or something like a piece of apparel. And then you also get the yellow boxes, you get these green boxes here, and you get like the black cases, you get the orange bags. I'm not sure if there's any more. But down here, there's a black box that will give us some electronics. Then we got ourselves a bag in there. I can loot that as junk, deconstruct it. More purples, got to love purples at 495 gear score. There's also a hyena crate down here. I'm not going to show you the full run, but you get the general idea that you can come here and get materials. And one thing they're doing in Title Update 3 is actually giving a specific time of the day where all these crates and stuff reset. So it's no longer a guessing game and having to wait 24 hours for certain things to reset so you can open them again. Just quickly go into the inventory and we're going to hold the right stick in so we can deconstruct the junk. And I got 20 receiver components, which they're also increasing the cap of with Title Update 3. It's going from, I think it's currently 400, and it's going up to 600 as a maximum when Title Update 3 drops next week. But that's going to be the end of the video. Let me know in the comments how many blueprints you have out of 188. Also, it would be nice to know if there's any other ways to get blueprints. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's the only 3 ways you can. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.